Mouthwash tablets, powders and concentrates. In this video I'm going to explain precisely what they are and essentially give you a buyer's guide to them. So mouthwash tablets, powders or concentrates are essentially an alternative to the regular mouthwash that you and I may be familiar with. Mouthwash is usually provided as a liquid, and in the case of mouthwash tablets, these are normally a compressed powder that becomes a liquid upon being chewed or mixed with water. As the name implies, these are typically a tablet shape, usually small round circles, similar to the likes of general medication like ibuprofen and aspirin, for example. You also then have powders, which unlike the toothpaste tablet, hasn't been compressed into a solid lump. It remains in that lighter powder form. You then have concentrate, which is a stronger mouthwash, and you dilute it with water to make it a usable product. All of these products are designed to achieve the same results as regular mouthwash, to give us that refreshed feeling after use, to cleanse the mouth. The big differences here are that mouthwash tablets, powders and concentrates are essentially designed to be more convenient and more environmentally friendly. Now, whilst I've already given 3 different names for this type of products, you may also see them referred to as mouthwash tabs, zero waste mouthwash, eco-friendly mouthwash, and many more. There are different names that different companies and retailers may use for it, but more often than not, they essentially mean the same product. So this doesn't necessarily replace regular mouthwash, it's designed to be an alternative to. However, there is a very strong argument that in the long term, these mouthwash tablets could replace the liquid form of mouthwash because of the benefits that they ultimately bring. So there are a couple of ways in which these products are better for the environment. The first is through the need for less raw materials for physical packaging. Because they do not contain liquid or water, the volume of the product is less and the packaging requirements are not as great, thus less packaging required overall. The second and perhaps largest impact is the implication of shipping these smaller and lighter products. Whilst this is by no means a scientific answer, some basic calculations show just how much of a positive impact mouthwash tablets can have. Take a 1 litre bottle of Listerine mouthwash. This weighs approximately 1 kilo or 1,000 grams and will last approximately 20 days if you follow the manufacturer's directions. Compare this to a bottle of mouthwash tabs from Lush Cosmetics that weighs in at 45 grams and in fact give 40 days of use, not 20. Each bottle of mouthwash tablets is a staggering 955 grams lighter. When you consider the additional size and weight of the Listerine bottle and the millions that are sold each year, you don't really need to be a genius to work out that using a liquid mouthwash takes up a lot more space in lorries and it requires a lot more fuel and natural resources to transport all of these. It also takes up more space on shop shelves, in our shopping bags, etc. That 1 kilo bottle of Listerine mouthwash is equivalent to 22 packs of mouthwash tablets. 22 packs of mouthwash tablets could last a staggering 880 days or 2.4 years. Let's assume you stuck with the Listerine mouthwash for the same 880 days. You would need 44 bottles of Listerine, that's 44 kilos in weight, 43 kilos heavier than the tablets. Now, if you click the link in the description, you'll be taken through to an article that accompanies this video. And within that, I've put some basic calculations that shows how we could potentially take up to 16,000 lorries off UK roads each year if we all switch to mouthwash tablets. Multiply this by the many countries around the world and this could have a massive impact on the amount of CO2 that is output and the amount of resources that we need to use to transport these products. So what are the benefits of mouthwash tablets then? Well, one of the benefits is the convenience. These small tablets are much easier to carry around and utilise than a large bottle of mouthwash. You can use these tablets more easily as and when you please, and some of them can even be swallowed, unlike regular mouthwash. There is of course the environmentally friendly element to this, as I've already touched upon, the need for less resources in actually producing and packaging and transporting these types of products. You also have some zero waste options. Now, whilst not all manufacturers of mouthwash tablets, powders or concentrates would consider themselves zero waste, you have a number of brands that are really working hard to reduce the amount of plastics and materials used and to make these environmentally friendly or even more sustainable than they are already. And they're also actually quite cost effective, and in many instances they're more cost effective than the liquid alternative that we are more commonly used to. So what are the negatives then? Well, the primary one at the moment, and certainly at the time of recording, has to be availability. These are certainly not available in every pharmacy, in every supermarket. You generally have to go online to find them. Some supermarkets do stock them, but they simply don't have the range like they do other mouthwash products. So hopefully that will improve with time, but at the time of recording, availability is harder. You generally have to go online to particular retailers to find these types of products. There's also, at the time of recording, a limit in the terms of the variety. You don't tend to get so many brands making these at the moment, and there isn't the same variety in terms of the flavours. So there's often like a mint flavour, but you don't necessarily get the range of flavours like you do in regular liquid mouthwash. And at the moment there are no specialist options. So some people do use specialist types of mouthwashes for particular conditions. It might be if you've got gum disease, if you've got dry mouth. There are mouthwashes or oral rinses that are medically designed to help with those conditions. At the time of recording, I've yet to see a mouthwash tablet that is designed to achieve the same results as those liquid alternatives. So many people ask, are they better than a regular oral rinse or mouthwash? So as we've touched upon in the benefits, there are a few reasons why these could be a better option for you, notably the convenience and environmental impact they actually have. But because you've also got some of these products which can be chewed and swallowed, that can actually be a better option for many people because you don't have to be considerate of having a sink or somewhere to spit out the mouthwash like you would with a regular oral rinse. So it's really down to your personal preferences, your lifestyle and circumstances as to whether it's a better option for you. It's an alternative for most people, with the satisfaction of it likely being a more environmentally and convenient option for the vast majority. When do you use them? Well, just like a regular mouthwash, they're not designed to be used straight after brushing your teeth. They're best used at different times of the day, maybe mid-morning, after lunch, mid-afternoon, at times when you wouldn't normally brush your teeth, or you don't need to brush your teeth, but you want that refreshing sensation to your mouth, maybe to get rid of a bad taste that you might have, maybe to get rid of some of the flavours from a particular meal you've eaten or something you've drunk. So how do you use them? Well, how you use them depends on the particular product, but as I see it, there are 3 different ways that you can use these products at the time of recording. So you have the chew, rinse and swallow. This is the most convenient option. So this type of tablet allows you to place it in your mouth, chew it so it mixes with the saliva, you then rinse it around your mouth and then you swallow it. So a very convenient option there. You then have the chew, rinse and spit approach, and this is probably the most common one. So these products allow you to place the powder or tablet into the mouth, chew it, and then mix it with the saliva or a small amount of tap water. You then rinse it around the mouth like you would a regular oral rinse, and then you spit it out. You don't swallow this one. And then the last one is the mix, rinse and spit, and this is the least convenient. And this applies more to the concentrates, but there are some toothpaste tablets that operate in this way too. And this type of powder or tablet is designed to be placed in a small amount of water, given time to dissolve or to be mixed, and then placed in the mouth, rinsed around the mouth, and then spat out. So in terms of ingredients, it does vary from one brand to another. Many of these products are designed to be environmentally conscious or sustainable. Not in all instances, but the vast majority are moving down that route because they come perhaps from a more environmentally friendly perspective in terms of the way they've been created. So the number of ingredients will vary from one manufacturer to another. Do your research if you have particular issues around particular ingredients, but many are suitable for vegetarians and vegans. The better brands will actually make very clear what the ingredients are and whether they are suitable for things like vegans, for example. So in terms of cost, are they worth it? Yes, I certainly do believe they are. Unlike many products that command a premium for being more environmentally friendly or sustainable, as I see it, mouthwash tablets don't command that premium. Using the previously mentioned Listerine and Lush products as an example again, a 1 litre bottle of mouthwash is around £3.50, whilst a tub of tablets costs around £6.50. However, the bottle lasts 20 days, whereas the tablet lasts 40. 2 of the bottles will total £7, but you only need 1 tub of tablets, which are 50p cheaper. Now, I could use other examples to demonstrate that point, but there is a little bit of a price saving to be had in most instances with the mouthwash tablets. So that summarises my explanation of mouthwash tablets, powders and concentrates. I hope you've learnt about this product and what it can offer for you. If you have any comments or questions, please feel free to leave them below. There is a full detailed written article that accompanies this video, link in the description. If you found this video useful, be sure to give it a thumbs up. For more videos like this, click subscribe. But until next time, thanks for watching.